time we're going to use, again, the two chicken breasts or 2 cups of chicken. We're going to use some taco seasoning on this one. I like to make sure it's not kind of clumped up. Taco seasoning. We're going to put a little celery and a little cilantro and about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. So we'll try and about 1 stalk of celery is a 1/4 of a cup. Just sort of rule of thumb. I think I chopped so much I need to go have my knife sharpened. By the end of the day, it was kind of pooping out a little bit. I think it was saying, enough, I've had enough. Yeah. I'll be icing my shoulder later on this evening, I think. But it was worth it. I was going to say, Mondays are always my funnest days. All right, so that's not too bad, chopping up 1 stalk of celery in there and your chicken salad. And this is one that, you can come home from work, you've got your chicken breasts already done, leftovers, or your rotisserie chicken that you need to pull off. And now one other thing I wanted to mention is I always use the boneless chicken breasts. That's because that's what I use. Of course, if I have a rotisserie chicken and you only eat the white meat, then, just pull off whatever. You don't need to make chicken salad out of all white meat. That's, it's sort of your preference. And by the time you get mayonnaise and stuff on there, people don't, if they say, oh, I don't like the dark meat, they don't know. They say they do, but they don't. They all go by looking. So make sure that you throw away the carcass before you serve the chicken salad. And there's various methods of cooking the chicken too. Like I talked about, grilling, that's great if you want to grill an extra chicken breast or so, or you just want to grill the chicken breast for the chicken salad. That's fine if you need to do that. When I'm making chicken, if I don't have leftover chicken and I just need a couple of breasts, I always poach it, which is just basically putting it in a pot of water and boiling it till it's cooked, and you want to make sure that it is done at least 170 or 180 degrees. I've got a friend that when she cooks her chicken, she just puts it in the crock pot, and then by the time it's done, it's all, she can just shred it up really easily. So, oh my goodness, went crazy on the cilantro, didn't I? I only needed 2 tablespoons. Woo! That was just fun, just pulling it off. That was La La Land talking away. Good grief, I could have had that whole thing in there. I want to go by the close enough, but not too much. Woo! I could have had that whole thing picked clean before you guys said anything. Realize what I was doing. Okay. I must have been doubling the recipe in my mind. All right, there's our cilantro. So see, easy. That's what we like. Easy, and our mayonnaise. Like I said, 3/4 of a cup, or, it's one of the things that you don't need to have a 3/4 of a cup. That's what the recipe says. If you find that it's too much mayonnaise, then certainly cut it down. That's not going to hurt anything. If you find that it's not enough, maybe you have 3 chicken breasts left. I think there's enough seasoning in here to put another chicken breast in here. Maybe you don't want to add, double the mayonnaise. Just add, it's almost to your taste. If you don't like things real mayonnaise-y, then,
So do you find as much difference by using the light mayonnaise?
I don't use light mayonnaise. My philosophy on stuff like that is, you know, they have to put stuff in it to make it taste good. So, you know, would it be better to cut down on the good stuff rather than add stuff in like the light? And, you know, you hear so many reports on TV. For the thing that gets me is the cheese, the reduced fat cheese. I guess they say it's getting better, but in order to make it reduced fat, they've got to take something out of it and put something back in it to make it better, to make it taste good. And it's like, I think maybe instead of having an ounce of cheese, maybe just have, you know, 3/4 or half or whatever. So if you feel the need to use the light mayonnaise, you know, now the mayonnaise is coming with olive oil rather than, you know, regular oil, so that's a little bit better for you. That's the same amount of calories, just the change from the whatever oil they use to an olive oil. That would be better. But you know, as far as if you find a good low fat, have at it. Okay, here is our Southwestern.